Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm giving chess YouTuber jacksark one extra dragon each game until I lose. The dragon moves like a knight and a bishop. Let's get started with game number 1. Alright, game number 1, we do start off with a single dragon on the board, and I've learned by now that I can simply cheese this, since my king is defended a knight's distance away, and it's defended a bishop's distance away, and those are the only two ways that the dragon moves. I can just push the pawn down, promote, and force a victory.
Okay, let's go. So we're playing I Want Checkmate. I'm jacksark for anyone that doesn't know me, officially known as Hikaru Nakamura's best friend, of course. I Want Checkmate asked me to predict how many dragons it would take me to beat him, and I'm thinking maybe 20, because I want lots of screen time today. I'm feeling like I didn't get enough last time I was on the channel, so I feel like I'm just not going to checkmate him, maybe. Obviously, I think we don't checkmate with one dragon. Let's just, admit defeat and run our king up the board.
Alright, we get the king moving up, we'll push the pawn. Worst comes to worst, the king comes over and defends, we'll simply push a different pawn, and then a different pawn, until eventually we do win the game. If the king goes to h8, we might even be able to get a checkmate here with bishop to b2. I do believe this is zugzwang. He either moves the dragon and I have check, or he moves the king and I promote. Ooh, dragon comes out and actually stops bishop to b2. I guess I can cheese it and just push the pawn instead. Dragon takes, we will promote to a queen. Dragons are weakest on files and ranks since they don't move like rooks, so they're pretty easy to target down those two different parts of the board. We'll promote here with check, give another check, work our way down the board, sack the queen, cut off the king.
We've actually somehow ended up giving him more material than what he started with, which is not fantastic, but we were never gonna win.
And give our favorite type of checkmate, invented in 4000 BCE by Ooga Booga Ladder, Ladder's mate. With that, we do win game number 1. Let's go to add an extra dragon. Alright, 2 dragons on the board, which means I no longer have these funny side pawn shenanigans available to me, because 2 dragons can definitely coordinate on c2, on f2, to get checkmate. So I'll play e3 instead, and I think for the second round, my goal is basically just to trade off the queen for the dragon, or trade off some piece for some dragon as fast as possible, and then beating one dragon we already saw is just not that difficult.
Okay, we've got 2 dragons now. Now it's time to be serious. So I think what we want to do is we want to aim at this square, potentially. Okay. I think it's also very unlikely that we win with 2 dragons. So let's play this. He's gonna play. Is he gonna do this? I think we just play this anyway, right?
Dragon comes out to g6. We'll just keep developing. Another dragon develops. Let's go knight to c3. The idea that bishop to b5 pins one of the dragons. Dragon comes out, target c2, the idea is to take. I could just sacrifice my queen, dragon takes back, king moves up. Should he take, the king could slide back, the dragon would be trapped, and that should just be a winning game. The other option is to just play d3 and not even allow any of those ideas to happen. But you know what? I think I'm just going to play h4, allow the dragon to take, and I'm more than happy to trap this final dragon. At that point, he's basically disarmed himself, and would be playing with just the king and a trapped dragon against the rest of my army.
Let's move the king. I'm just kind of gonna wait for something to happen, like a miracle, perhaps. Let's go here, and I want to just hide my king in the corner. It's like castling, but with dragons. Okay, now my king is in the corner and safe. I don't know what that... Oh, he's doing the same thing. Okay. Oh, I want to resign. Okay. I want to take this so bad because it's free, but I know it's a bad idea. Wait, is it a bad idea? Let's take... Because I win the rook, right? I'm winning the rook. Exactly.
Now, king to e2 does simply drop the rook, because we don't trap the dragon anymore, and he found that. Oh, goodness. Okay, what about knight g5? The only way for the dragon to escape is on this diagonal. Oh, but then it targets, or rather it defends f7, so I can't actually boot the king from h8 and force promotion. Oh, it's getting sticky. It's getting tricky when it shouldn't be. Okay, we'll move the king up. And I think the dragon is sort of cemented to this diagonal to always defend f7. It can't give a check because that's defended by the knight. And then I can just push this pawn and I should be totally fine.
Am I in zugzwang? Oh my god, how am I in zugzwang with a dragon? I can't go anywhere. I can't stop looking at this square. And all of the other moves, here is held, here is held, here is held, here is held. How have I been put in dragon zugzwang? Is there another way out? This check is I can't do a check. I can take this, but then I lose. Okay, let's just. Can we stalemate? Oh my god! Wait. Oh my god. That is a funny move, bro. That is so funny. He can't take it stalemate, right?
Oh, that's crazy! Dragon goes back, and should I take, that's actually stalemate for the king. Oh my goodness, Jack is a slayer and master of dragons. He's playing this way better than I did with 2 dragons. That's crazy.
Wow. That's a beautiful move. It's a shame I'm still dead lost, but it's a funny move, at least. It's cool. Works for the video.
And if I ignore it, then I just lose the knight, which I definitely cannot afford to do. So maybe I just play like rook up? Oh, it's so sketchy. It's so incredibly sketchy. Okay, I have to defend one knight with another, surely. So we'll move the knight forward. Should the dragon just sacrifice itself, there's nobody covering g7. So it would actually have to involve my own capture on e6 to get stalemate, which I will avoid at all costs. Okay, dragon to d5 pins the knight. How has this gotten so complicated so fast? Okay, I'm just gonna push this pawn, and the dragon should be overwhelmed because I don't think it can stop bishop to b2 with mating threats and knight to f7 at all. I don't think there's any geometry in which the dragon covers both of those squares at the same time.
You know, it's a lot more fun being on this side, at least. Like, oh, he's just gonna do that. Okay, I need a better plan. My plan sucks right now. Yeah, everything sucks. Okay. I think, do I just, like, get things moving along? You know, people got places to be. I think I need to come back regardless.
Right, so we get dragon back, we will give check, take on g7, wipe that enormous bead of sweat off of our forehead, and we should have mate here to win against 2 dragons. Let's go to move on to game number 3. All right, game number 3, and I know I have to be way more paranoid this time because this guy is an absolute menace with these dragons. So I will continue with e3. I do think this is objectively a good idea. It's a good way to develop, and it starts to create this sort of pyramid structure around the king.
Let's play with 3 dragons. This is when it gets serious because I'm pretty sure I lost with 3 dragons, or against 3 dragons. So, oh, it sucks that he gets to go first. Who decided that? What do I want? I want this, but I also want this. Yeah, let's just go here. I would also love for my dragons to be touching each other. Like, as in defending each other. Because I fear that I'm not only bad at dragon chess, but I'm also bad at regular chess. So if everything can just be, like, helping each other, that would make my life a whole lot easier. But question is, where do we want to go? I would like this. This feels good. Let's play dragon e6.
Dragon comes out to e6. I still don't see them coordinating, so I'm going to keep developing with my knight. Should a dragon accidentally land on this diagonal, bishop to b5 immediately scoops it up.
Should we just develop the dragons? Like, why not, right? Develop the dragon, 1 more square, good.
Ah! Dragon to c6. Wait, is this a trap? I don't think so. I think I swindled one of the dragons off of the board.
Oh no! I allowed this. Wait, no, but now I have this. Wait, no, I don't. Oh, I'm so bad at the game. I have to take.
Right, so he does take. I'd like to imagine reluctantly. Dragon comes out, target c2, and like I said, I am going to hold down the fort this time. I am not going to allow any funny business, because I've already seen what this guy is capable of, so I have to be really careful here. Dragon comes out to g4. I don't think that creates any new threats. Maybe long-term looking at f2, but this looks pretty fine for me, so I'm gonna move my knight back. Super, you could almost argue, kind of a lazy way to play this, but just trying to hold down the position as best I can.
Oh, this sucks. I hate this game so much. Oh my god. Okay, let's go here. Let's drop back and we'll like go to check maybe. I don't know.
Okay, he's looking for dragon here, so I'm going to play bishop d2. Maybe at the end, once I have an actual concrete fortress that I don't think is penetrable, then I can look at ideas of pushing these pawns and trying to force a win on the outside of the board. Okay, dragon goes back, and I think we have officially reached the point where they aren't coordinating to do anything. They're just kind of moving around. So I think I can go for now the counterattack. Right, he does go to defend, which tells me I'm on the right track. That we're at least both in the headspace that I'm now the one with the advantage because my king has managed to defend himself. I feel like that's sort of a recurring theme. If your king manages to create a fortress, if the dragons aren't fast enough to capitalize on the king's sort of undeveloped army at the beginning of the game, and he does find steady footing, then the rest of the game is basically a matter of conversion for the white pieces. But you do have to be extremely precise in those opening stages, otherwise you get rock and rolled by these dragons pretty handily, especially when you have someone like Jack playing the black pieces. So we do get dragon to d5, but I do think that in this specific game, this is just conversion at this point. Now let's be precise. Let's go b4. b5 is supported. We just want to add more and more pressure. I mean, even knight g5 is pretty reasonable here, I think. But again, there's no rush. We can sort of just march everybody down, and eventually this should just be, one of these guys should be a queen. Nice, we've got this king in the corner again. So I'm going to temporarily abandon the idea of pushing these pawns, which seem very held down by these dragons at the moment, and shift my attention to the weakened king.
Oh no, that does not look good. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just losing, right? Okay, let's just, I want 4 dragons, then it's over. I'm gonna win with 4 dragons. Oh, I could have just, oh, whoops. Okay, it doesn't matter, I was losing anyway. Okay, what are we doing? Can I stalemate myself? I'm gonna stalemate myself with my dragon somehow, surely. Okay, stalemate is not a win, by the way. I'm just kind of coping a little bit. But, oh my god, he's gonna knight promote. Wait, he could have dragon promoted again for a checkmate. That would have been like 2 in a row. Okay. Did he turn off dragon promotions or something? I'm not sure. I think he just wants to promote, wants to checkmate with me with a knight. Okay, 4 dragons and it's over. I'm calling it here. 4 dragons and I'm gonna win.
Nice, and we did eventually, although in a very roundabout way, find checkmate. Let's go to move on to 4 dragons. All right, 4 dragons on the board. I have no reason to change my strategy. I'm just going to create this tiny little fort, wait for the dragon, the swarm of hornets to come and attack my king, hope that I can eliminate at least 2 of them, and then go for the counterattack. Dragon does come out. We'll keep developing. Moves out to the side, targeting c2, so I'm going to play knight to c3. I'm imagining he's kind of baiting pawn to d3, so there's like this check, and then c2 attack, but then that would cut off the dragon anyways. Okay, maybe I just shouldn't overthink it. We'll just develop everybody, hold the fort down, and hope for the best.
Okay, but I feel like I'm doing better here already, right? And I've got like plenty of time, plenty of screen time to go. Ooh, should I go like... Ah, that sucks kind of, doesn't it? Damn, I don't have anything, if anything. This is just a really good setup that I don't have anything against. Wow, I have no strategy. This is great. Great content. I'm gonna go here and hope he makes a mistake. That would help.
All right, dragon to f6 does in fact put more pressure on c3, and I, of course, will reinforce it. Dragon moves back, and I think this is approximately where I can start looking for counterplay. So we'll start moving this outside pawn again. Dragon moves back, just push again. Okay, the dragon comes in, targets f2, but I don't see any other dragons that can target f2 alongside, so I don't think this is a super concrete threat yet. On the other hand, I don't want to allow him to just build up his army, so I'm going to boot the dragon out sooner rather than later. Dragon moves back. I'm so tempted to play d4, target this dragon, but I feel like it goes in, and then suddenly I have complications on c2.
I feel like if I look like I'm thinking, it'll make me appear smarter in the video, and people will have no idea that there are no thoughts in my brain. Yeah, see, I'm saying but there's no thinking going on. I don't know, how do you even calculate any of this? Like, it's actually, like, insane. So I think we have to drop back because this is threatened. So let's just do a little cheeky bit of retreating here.
Right, the dragon moves back. Now I will play bishop to e2. I think he's intentionally stopping queen to h5, but I'm going to bring out the bishop and look for this pin on f7.
Okay, now he's looking at this. Fantastic. I'm going to go here. Or am I going to... I'm going to move my king, actually.
Right, the king shuffles out of the way, undoes the pin. Now follow through. Where's my follow through here? Maybe we'll go bishop to f3 for the time being. Holds down g2, creates a space for the queen. Still looks pretty solid.
Ooh, but now this is a little bit, teensy bit weak, no? Let's go here. I like this, and I kind of like this. I feel like I'm making little weaknesses. The more I make him play, the more weaknesses he's bound to make. Because, like, I feel like he's got experience beating, like, a bunch of people within the first 10 moves with dragons. So, like, he knows the theory, but he doesn't know the middle games. He doesn't know the end games like I do. So I feel like that's my advantage. Like, get him out of theory, get him out of book, and then pounce on him. That's my plan.
Dragon comes out to e5. There's a lot of pressure on d3. There's probably there's definitely sacrificing ideas. Okay, so imagine I pass my turn. Dragon takes, is checked like a knight, covers these squares like a bishop, so I have to take back. Dragon takes is checkmate. So d3 must, and I repeat, must be defended. Does queen to e2 do enough here? Takes, dragon takes, king moves out of the way. It's 2 dragons versus the rest of my army. The dragon would take here, I advance, and I actually think I'm okay there. It looks really scary, but I don't think the single dragon is going to checkmate me. The other dragon is just too far away. I also remember what it was like to be on the other side of this equation, where you don't want to commit to an attack until you're sure that it's checkmate, because you know that if you lose critical dragons and there's no follow through, it's basically game over. Okay, this dragon comes in. Now there's pressure on f3 as well. This is getting very scary very fast. I'm wondering if knight to e4 is a way of cutting off the axis of one of the dragons, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to play. It also stops this dragon from coming into b4 because the bishop covers that square. I mean, broad strokes, you can see how I've created my sort of nuclear bunker, and I'm kind of just weathering the storm and slowly trying to look for counterplay.
That's a good move. It's an annoying move too. Wait, I can go here. And nothing. Okay. That was almost a light bulb moment there, but yeah, to no avail. Okay, let's start activating the king. I think that's important.
All right, the king comes into play now too, which is actually pretty amusing. Let's see, is there any funny business here? I feel like there should be. Like, knight c6 looks really interesting. I feel like there should be ways for me to coordinate my pieces to start eliminating these dragons. Let's try... knight g3 just looks like a good try there. Let's try knight g3 on for size. It does reinvigorate this attack, but it also allows knight to f5 is now on the board, and knight to c6 is on the board, both of which threaten to get rid of dragons.
Okay. Does this do anything? I want to sacrifice. I feel like it's time to sacrifice something. I win the queen. You know what? Content. Oh, wait, no. Wait, that doesn't even come with a check. But now it does. Okay. Now I want the queen or I want the free rook. Which one is more important, do we think? Free rook or free queen? I'm thinking it should be the queen that is worth more, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm speaking like this either. Let's take the queen. I'm also down time. Okay, great. This knight has to... you have to stay over there. Let's go here. Can I go here? Should I go here? This is good. I think it's good. Let's go here. I want to go here, and I want to go here, and I want to, like, try and trade off.
Right, dragon comes out to play. Let's go b4, start pushing these pawns. I mean, maybe the idea, yeah, I was going to say the idea is probably either dragon to h4 or e5 to get to g3. There's check, I move out of the way. He does get a free rook, so I probably should stop that. We'll shuffle the rook over, and then I think the idea is just king back to d1.
I need to be very quick, and I need to be very careful and very precise, and all of the above, and okay, that's not helping. All right, should we play the check anyway? No, let's get the king. No, let's check. Let's not do that. Oh my god, I have 14 seconds. What am I doing? All right, come back. Come back. Oh my god, don't scare me like that, Clark. That is so not cool. Okay, let's go here.
We'll just push, keep the pressure on him. I think the time pressure here is also hugely advantageous. We'll just push.
Okay, let's go here. Nothing is happening. Okay, I've lost. Great, that's fantastic. Okay. All right, 5 knights. I'm winning with 5 knights, definitely. 5 knights is where I win.
No interest in what exactly is perfect or precise. We'll snatch up that dragon, eliminate the time situation, and we should be able to snag up a victory against 4 dragons. Let's go to move on to 5 dragons. All right, 5 dragons on the board. This is definitely where it starts to get scary. I'm going to try out my nuclear bunker method again.
I definitely win here. Let's just address the elephant in the room. I'm definitely winning here. Yeah, see, this is like probably the best first move, right? Oh, I have infinite time to think. Wow. I'm going to use this time. Actually like need this time as well because like it's probably an important thing to think about, right? Where you're going to go in the first move. I'm going to play that.
All right, the dragon comes out, we'll start developing. It feels like I'm walking in a minefield, and he's going to make a move that's suddenly going to make a lot of sense and obliterate my king's position. But I can't think like that. I have to stay optimistic that maybe if I just develop all of my pieces, things will turn out for the better, and my king will stay safely behind them. I think what I can't do this time is so willy-nilly sacrifice the queen. In the last game, I calculated variations where the queen is traded off for a dragon, and it kind of, in my opinion, ended up okay. But with 5 dragons, I feel like we're starting to flirt with the line where that is not going to fly anymore. All right, dragon to b4 puts pressure on c3. So if I play this, certainly this comes into play and my queen is out the window. So I'll play bishop to e2 instead. As long as this pawn stays here, I can't imagine this is, oh, dragon looks at c2. Oh boy, this is where I have to strap in. So there's a couple of things happening here. Dragons are threatening c2, which is check. If I move the king out of the way, I drop the rook. Dragon has a guaranteed way back out because it's coordinated. So d3 is the natural way to stop that. The problem is that allows dragon take c3. And this is all happening with 3 dragons. There's 2 more that are still waiting to get involved. If I take back, the dragon takes. I did get a dragon for a knight, but I'm guaranteed to lose the queen next. Do I think that these pieces can hold down 3 dragons? I'm not so certain. It looks really sketchy. Maybe bishop d3, but then, bishop d3 walks into this, and that's just a forced mating idea, so I can't play that. Maybe I throw in a spite check. Just hope for the best. That's not concrete. Okay, what about e4? Maybe that makes sense. Yeah, we'll go e4, and I think that gets everything off my plate. The knight defends the pawn, so this is off the table, but I keep my pawn on d2, so c3 is still well defended.
I'm getting a checkmate, and there's nothing you can do about it. Wait, what if he just plays this? I think we just pretend that that's not a move. This is so difficult. Am I gonna need 6 dragons? Surely not. Surely I'm like 2,300 Eler. I do not need 6 dragons. Okay, I've made him think at least. Ooh, and we've baited something. Okay, this is great. Now I can go here, right? Here, is there any discoveries on a different dragon? I don't think so. Let's go here.
Okay, dragon to g4. I still can't move this d-pawn, which is very frustrating because I'd love to develop this bishop. But the problem is this, nope, not that. This, nope, not that either. This sacrifice is still on the board and does threaten to take out my queen. So the question is, what do I do? I guess a3 and try to boot this dragon?
Maybe a little bit of a7. Knight a7. Dragon a7. And we attack this, and it's going to be very, because like that's the thing, when his pawn is stuck on like e3 like this, until it reaches the center, it's very difficult to like attack him. But I think now, I think it's over. I think we're winning this. Yeah, but look at, wait, can I sacrifice it? Can I go? Oh, I don't even have to sacrifice it, but like here, and nothing. No, let's go here. Oh no, is he going to go here and here? And just like, oh, crush my hopes and dreams? Well, I've got this to get out of this block, but he does have this move here, which is a little bit sad.
All right, so the dragon moves back, now targets f2 in cahoots with this dragon on g4. Now, since this pressure isn't on c3 anymore, I think I'm fine to play d4 now. Boots this dragon, and it does in fact run for the hills. We'll boot out this other dragon as well, and I think we've pretty successfully pushed away all of these dragons. We haven't traded any of them off, which is what I'd really like to do and what I need to do if I want to find actual counterplay. But at least for the time being, we have them off our backs. Right, it moves back. Now I just need to look for counterplay. Start with knight to e5. Discovered attack on this dragon centralizes the knight. I'd imagine there are some funny ideas here where we give check and the knight gets involved. Right, dragon moves back. I mean, I could even just play check with the bishop. Oh, I don't know if I even pointed to b5. I don't know if b5 was a little more precise. It shouldn't make a huge difference. Right, the king slides over. Spite check. Jump in with another check just because we can. If the king moves back, there's bishop g4. If the king moves over, there's discovered attacking ideas. If the king moves here, there's bishop to f4. And we're taking advantage of the concept that I mentioned earlier in the game, which is that the dragons are very good attackers, but once the enemy gets their pieces involved, it's very hard to keep the king anywhere safe where you don't have to lose dragons. So we'll take here on b8.
Oh no. Wait, he's got like this. Dear, I've really messed this up. Okay, king c7. Oh my god, how is he thinking so fast? Okay, let's go here. But, like, can I go here also? Bang! Okay, we've got tactics. Pin, and we're putting pressure on the pin piece.
Ooh. Okay, so I think he's decided that it's either all or nothing. So this pawn is free because this knight is pinned to the king, but I'm going to drop back this bishop and counter-pin the dragon on e4 that's taking advantage of my pin.
Oh no, I missed that. Oh, I'm so bad at the game. No. Oh my god, I actually feel like I'm 300 elo right now. Okay, we have to take. Can we pre-move? Damn. Okay, down to 3 dragons. Is there a record for longest I want checkmate video? Because I'm about to oh, sorry, I don't know if I can swear on this. Bleep that out. Cut that out. This sucks. Has anyone ever resigned before? I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll draw. Are you sure you want to offer draw? Yes.
Jack offers a draw. Well, the challenge doesn't end if he offers a draw, so I will definitely accept it. We'll run away with the draw, and we will move on to 6 dragons.
Oh! Okay, I'll take that as a win. Oh, wait, I think, like, technically we just go to 6 dragons now, and I just, like, that was stupid from me. But technically I didn't lose that game, and I'm just, like, stat padding a little bit. But, okay, let's go to 6 dragons then, fine.
All right, 6 dragons on the board. This is going to get really sketchy really fast. I'm going to play the same thing, the nuclear bunker method. I might as well give it a name. And hope that that's enough to hold down the fort.
Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god, I have a whole back rank of pieces. There's no way I keep losing. You know what? Can I just mimic his moves? I'm just going to copy him. Okay, you put a pawn there, I put a pawn here. Great. Now what? You put a knight there, I'm putting a knight there. Now what, buddy? Okay, we're just going to copy. I don't care. Okay, I do care now. I feel like I should be caring. No, let's just copy. Let's just do the same thing, okay? Oh, I can't do that. That sucks. Let's go here and try that. Okay. Great. The wall is going forwards. Oh, I have not thought about that. But I feel like this should be not great.
And just kind of start stabbing into the position of dragons and start collecting them. Oh, okay, dragon comes in. Does queen to b1 save my queen? I think it does. Hits the dragon as well. So I'm imagining the dragon is going to trade off for the rook. But if it does retreat, then maybe like bishop b5 pins this dragon on c6. Okay, so we do get the trade. Of course, we'll take back. And now it's 4 dragons against whatever's left over of my pieces, which I feel like looks kind of okay. I might need to slide the queen back here again. It's a little questionable because I don't have the same thickness of pieces that I had in the previous games to keep my king defended.
And then I take, and then maybe it's game on. I've like won a lot of pieces there. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, are we cooking? Wait, I might be cooking. Wait, I might be cooking here. We've just got 2 pieces here. Attacking this. I might be cooking. Hold on. Wait, why is this so easy? Is it just much easier with 6 dragons?
Okay, dragon comes in. I have to defend that. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, if I defend it, then there's dragon takes on c2. Oh, but if I don't defend it, then what? King shuffles over? Oh my goodness. I don't think I have a choice but to let that happen. Oh, wait, what about bishop d3? Nah, I think it's my only chance. Bishop to d3 skewers them. Of course, he can get out with a check. I advance the king and maybe I live to see another day.
Okay, but wait, I get this. Or do I want that? Do I want this maybe? Wait, is that mate? Oh my god! Wait, I think I did it, right? Wait, did I do it? Or do I want more screen time there? Wait a minute, I could have like 10 more minutes on the channel. What if I do this? Is there a fancier mate? Here. Oh, that's a fancier mate. Wait, I think that is checkmate. Here, and check. Wait, I get more screen time if I do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay, yeah, just like the extra 30 seconds is super important.
But it's getting sketchy really fast. Also, the queen could drop potentially. Oh, we get a check with the opposite dragon? Okay, let's go king. Oh my god, if I go here, check, takes is actually checkmate. Hits like a knight, covers like a knight, covers like a bishop, covers like a bishop. So king to f1 is forced, but that loses the queen. No, I'm not going to play this down to queen. If I play this down to queen, I'm toast. Okay, I'm gonna play king to e2 and hope that he takes the queen and I can take back. I mean, king to f1 is just toast as well. Oh, do they just lose to the same thing? No, I have king g1 if I had played king to f1.
He's not taking. Is he like crying to his audience right now, perhaps? That he's just been embarrassed with 6 dragons. Only 6 dragons, by the way. Wait, is I didn't see this move. Is that fine still? No. Oh, wait. Is it? Oh no, I can't tell if it's checkmate. I feel so stupid. Is it checkmate? I think it's checkmate, right? Yes. Okay. Thank God. Wow. Oh my days. That is a relief that I've checkmated.
Ah, sweet. Okay, I don't think he saw it. I'm gonna take back. Oh, he saw a different mate. Oh. I really thought I had escaped for a second there, but with that, we do succumb to the sheer force of 6 dragons.
That's like, I would say that's the record on the channel, by the way, not because I'm the first, but because nobody will beat that, of course.
If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Jacksark will be the first link down in the description down below. He has a lot of great content. You should go check him out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.